They say baseball's a game of adjustments. Kansas City's about to learn that. See, New York already sent the first message. Hard, loud, over the wall, but maybe, just maybe, Kansas City thinks they saw something. Some little flaw, some little window, a mistake they can walk through. But here's the thing about Yankee Stadium. It doesn't give windows, it gives walls. And tonight, standing in front of that wall, is Max Fried. Era 1.56. 21 strikeouts, 3 walks. That ain't a pitcher, that's a closing argument. And across from him, Michael Watcher, 0-2, 8 walks. And now walking into this. That's not an adjustment, that's a sentence. See, the Royals showed up yesterday with hope. They leave tonight with silence. Because some fields grow corn. Some fields grow dreams. But this field buries teams. AI pick for Game 1, Yankees minus 1.5 over the Royals. Quiet exits only, I'm Natas. Game 2 belongs to Malachi and Elvis.
Elvis. You spill a purple beet smoothie on my rug, watching last night's game. And now you just stand there behind me like it didn't happen. That's talent, Elvis, really, world class. You've got 2 hands, a mouth, thumbs, and somehow a 0 batting average when it comes to not wrecking my carpet during a Braves game. I oughta bench you. Now, Braves and Blue Jays. Game 2. And I can already feel it. Public's gonna chase the over after that 8-4 Atlanta win. That's how they get you. They see 8 runs on the board and think the fireworks are back. Think the Braves offense finally remembered how to walk upright. But Vegas? They hang the total at 7.5, and that tells you everything. This ain't yesterday. This is Schwellenbach versus Gaussman. 2 arms, 2 problems. Schwellenbach's ERA, 0.45 opponent batting average, 149. That's not a pitcher. That's a ghost in a wind tunnel. Gaussman? Still throwing heat with surgical control. 0.62 whip, hitters batting, 143 against him. Now look at these lineups. Braves, 3.3 runs per game. Blue Jays, 3.9. That's not offense, that's a coin flip with cleats on. It's not gonna be 8-4 again. It's gonna be 2 men dragging 9 bodies through mud and praying for a run. And today's AI pick is under 7.5 total runs, Braves versus Blue Jays. Cold, sharp, clinical. Just like your punishment if I find beats on anything else I own, Elvis. Bonnie and Clyde got Game 3. Let's see if they argue over baseball or just yell at each other for sport.
I swear, Clyde, if they gave out trophies for leaving things in the exact wrong place, you'd have a whole case of them by now. You remember the remote? You put it in the freezer, Clyde. The freezer. You're the only man I've ever met who can lose a shoe, 2 lighters, and my last nerve, all before breakfast. And don't even get me started on the coffee filters. We got 50 of them. You put 'em under the sink, behind the bleach. Because that's logical, right? Nothing says morning routine like caffeine and chemical fumes. You don't put things back. You just take, use and drop them like a bad investment. Honestly, it's like living with a ghost that steals batteries.
You call it losing things. I call it removing obstacles. That remote was cold because I was tired of hearing you heat up the same argument every night. The shoes go where I stop walking. The coffee filters went under the sink because I wanted to see if you'd ever look beyond eye level. And no, Bonnie, I don't put things back. Because if they mattered, you'd remember where you left them. I don't misplace things. I just stop carrying them.
Right. Like the Giants carried Philly into the gutter last night. 10 runs. Whole crowd sounded like awake by the 5th inning. Now everybody thinks Verlander's young again. They forget he's 42 with an ERA that looks like a highway speed limit. Meanwhile, Luzardo's standing there with a 150 ERA and 25 strikeouts, like someone handed him a grudge and a glove. Philly ain't just gonna bounce back. They're gonna remind people what happens when talent meets motive. Giants got their one. Tonight the Phillies get even, and if you're betting on nostalgia over velocity, good luck.
People remember the last thing they saw, not the truth. Giants flashed, Phillies fold, that's what the public thinks. But the line didn't flinch. Verlander's still hittable, Luzardo's still dealing, the noise changes, the math doesn't. And today's AI pick, Phillies moneyline over the Giants. K. Armin has Game 4. She's quiet, but when she speaks, you'll feel it in your ribs.
They say the air in San Diego is different. That it moves slower. That it doesn't echo. In other places when a bat cracks, it rings. Here, it sinks. Ivy watched teams walk into Petco Park thinking they're the storm. But this is not a place that fears thunder. It's a place built for silence. The Cubs came in loud. First place. Hottest lineup in baseball. 6.4 runs per game. Batting average near the top of the league. Stolen bases. Power swagger. But noise fades when it hits stone. And San Diego's pitching is stone. Cold. Heavy. Set deep. Lowest opponent batting average in the league. Lowest ERA. Most efficient defense. And a bullpen that doesn't blink. The Padres don't beat you with fear. They beat you with stillness. Vizquez doesn't strike out everyone. But he doesn't have to. He throws weight. And weight makes people stop moving. And that's what happens in San Diego. The Cubs are explosive. But the Padres are inevitable. And tonight I listen to warnings. Because the Cubs will hit. They may even lead. But when this game starts slowing down, the Padres will be the last ones breathing. And tonight's AI pick is Padres moneyline. I've seen this pattern before. People chase chaos. But order always wins in the end. Lilith has Game 5. She doesn't believe in coincidence. She believes in truth. And the truth is coming.
Maybe you never heard of me? My name is Lilith. Most people don't. Most people know Eve. I was first. And I learned early the loudest thing on earth is silence. Men fear monsters. Vegas doesn't need monsters. Vegas uses math. Vegas uses patience. Vegas lets fools talk loud. And lose louder. Tonight they hung Dodgers 1.5 like it was nothing. Like it was just another number floating in space. But it's not. It's a knife resting on the table. And they laid it there because they know something the public doesn't. The Rockies don't score runs. They disappear. 3 straight games without crossing the plate. Chasing shadows in a city built on lights. Meanwhile, the Dodgers aren't even playing perfect baseball. They don't have to. This isn't about offense. This is about time. Every inning that passes tonight, the Rockies get smaller. Every out, the mountain turns to dust. And tonight's AI pick is Dodgers 1.5 because Vegas didn't post that line to challenge you. They posted it because they already know. And now, so do you. Let me remind you what truth sounds like. Tonight's War Room AI picks were Game 1 Yankees 1.5, Game 2 Braves vs Jays. Under 7.5 Game 3 Phillies moneyline, Game 4 Padres moneyline, Game 5 Dodgers 1.55 of them. Like a hand. And Vegas doesn't shake hands. Vegas closes them tight. Fist over fist. Until all that's left is silence. Turn on the bell. And pray you're still here tomorrow. Because Vegas is watching. And so am I.